Like I mentioned at the last station, we will now be producing and observing microspheres similar to those produced by Sidney Fox in 1968. I'm going to quickly summarize the procedure, then go through the steps that I discussed, and then we'll look at the microspheres under the microscope. So first we're going to combine several lava rocks together with 10 milliliters of acidic saline solution, which I've already measured out here. We're going to put that in a beaker and heat it on the hot plate until it reaches a boil. Once it comes to a boil, then I'll be adding 3 grams of our amino acid mixture. Remember, we're using these components because they're very similar to the components used by Sidney Fox for his original experiment. So once it comes to a boil, we're going to allow it to boil for a total of 2.5 minutes, and then I'll be removing a drop and placing it on a slide for us to view under the microscope. While we're viewing that initial slide, I'm going to continue to let our mixture boil for another 1.5 minutes, so 4 minutes total. Then I'll remove another drop and place it on a secondary slide for viewing under the microscope. This will allow us to determine if the heating time affects the microspheres. So let's get started. Alright, again, so I'm going to take the lava rocks, add them to our beaker here, and then our acidic saline solution as well. And this is 10 milliliters, already measured out. And so now we just need to wait until this reaches a boil, and we'll be adding our amino acid mixture. Our solution started to boil, so I'm going to add our amino acids. We also want to try and stir this around a bit. And I'm going to cover and start our timer. Now that we've formed our microspheres, let's look at them under the microscope. Remember, we boiled our mixture for 2 different amounts of time, 2.5 and 4 minutes, and you're going to want to compare the microspheres produced by each amount of time. Specifically focus on the quantity and their shape. Are there the same amounts of microspheres produced for each time? And how do they look? Do they look similar and circular, or do they look a little different? Go ahead and record those differences and any similarities as well on your handout.